Hi and good evening everyone, and we are back, the third episode of Get Lit with GT. So since we last met and we spoke about what is the next topic that we should be covering, a lot of students have responded and requested that we talk about not just the admission process, how it works or how it doesn't work anymore, but also about the state of technology, what is expected of a new age student. And so we thought, so why should we not reach out to some of the most cerebral academicians that we have on our Trezi platform and maybe take their views in terms of what is it that the state of technology in education today is. And we have with today, I'm extremely thrilled to share with you Kislaya Varma, Associate Professor of Interior Design at Pearl Academy, in our journey till date, one of the earliest adopters of the technology, and has taken the tech beyond just interior design and architecture into other realms as well. We'll talk more about that. But first, thanks Kislaya for being here. Really thank you to have you here.
Thank you.
So before I kind of go into the standard format that we've agreed and to speak about, just if you could, for the audience that are going to be looking at this particular podcast, if you could share a bit about your journey, how has it been? There are various other things that you do, and we'll talk about that during the next 30 minutes or so. But how did you come about to do the role that you're currently doing?
So, to start with, I did my architecture in 2007 from Government College of Architecture, Lucknow.
Wow.
And after that, I worked quite a while in the industry. I worked with various architects. Even had a small stint of 2 years working with Municipal Corporation of Delhi. Then I worked with Bata as project manager. After that, I realized that in my team, when I was hiring people, and in my team, I find out that, okay, people are, as I spent a lot of time in industry, now it is time to impart, and that's why I started teaching, and I'm doing full-time teaching and part-time practice. So this teaching and the mix of practice is enabling me to take care of just not the theoretical part of academics, as well as the practical aspects of the academics are getting strengthened due to that mix of practicality and
Brilliant. And it's something, I follow you a lot on social media, and I keep seeing how you are spending a lot of time in terms of upskilling yourself. I see potentially every second week, or you probably, every fortnight that you have a certification that you have kind of completed, and you talk about it a lot, and I feel very inspired by that. So how important is it to kind of continuously keep learning, keep improving? Is it important from just a personal perspective, or do you think you owe this to your students as well?
So let me take you back in our times when we were getting educated. The tutor or the educator was like educator or a teacher, but now the role has changed. We are not more like teacher, we are more, we have become more like a facilitator of knowledge, because knowledge is readily available. It is equally available to teachers and students. Now, as a tutor or as an educator, my responsibility is to filter out or to facilitate my student that what information available to you is relevant or correct. Because everything available might not be correct, might not be relevant to the stream which they are studying. And that's why our role has become very important to upskill ourselves, so that we need to be a little bit ahead of the student, so that
Absolutely. Yeah. And you, while you were speaking, there was something just going on in my mind, and it took me back to when I was a student of architecture. Traditionally, the profession that we are a part of, we've been tech averse. Traditionally speaking, because I remember what sort of a struggle it used to be for me to kind of explain it to my professors back in 1996-97, that it's okay to make drawings on the computer and come and present it, because for some reason the perspective and the perception then was अगर कंप्यूटर इन्वॉल्व है तो ऑटोमेटिकली ड्राइंग बन रही है.
Yes.
Right? And those were DOS days, release 10, release 11 की बात कर.
Yes. You need to write.
आपने कुछ डाल दिया और ड्राइंग अपने आप बन गई. But it used to take hours and hours, and computer, the machine used to hang those days, you know. So if your drawing got heavier, the machine just refused to run. So those are the challenges which, at that particular point in time, the educational part of the profession did not understand that this is probably as challenging, if not more, in terms of hand drawing, you know. But that over a period of time gradually shifted. But I don't think we still are a profession which embraces technology easily. If you compare us to others, when we talk about the fintech or the health tech and various other things, prop tech, the startup ecosystem that we're part of, is still relatively new. And I don't think anybody has been a mega success in the prop tech space yet, any startup. Do you face this challenge in education as well? That are we as educationists also tech averse still?
In the era which I turned up in profile into academics, so there was a very quick paradigm shift of being tech averse and being not tech savvy is the exact word. Okay, the technological enhancement began, but even in education. So I joined Pearl Academy in 2014, and that time also we were in a lot more into initial stages of education. We used to emphasize more on hand drafting and hand sketching, and a later part of the education was on shifted to computers and softwares. But after 4 or 5 years, okay, we are still emphasizing on hand drafting and hand sketching, but the medium has changed. Earlier, it used to be a normal paper and pencil. Now digital
Paper 2B, 4B, H3, yes.
Now the things have changed. iPads and sketch factoring and
Sketch on iPad?
Yes.
Wow.
So still, we have given freedom that if somebody wants to use paper pencil, you are good to go. We are more than happy to help you. But if somebody wants to go digital, still we try to give them the vibe of how handwork works. So yes, but there has been an intervention of technology in terms of, okay, digital pens, digital paper, whether iPads or sketchbooks or...
But how soon do you... Okay, I've got an admission. How soon do you introduce your students to the concepts of new emerging tech?
So, actually in Pearl Academy, we have, say, in undergrad, we have a foundation here, and we are not very much involved into that. But still, they also do mix of handwork and technological work. So, but as far as the pure stream is concerned, when they come up to us, we start it pretty soon in say, or even semester of their second semester, fourth semester, if I say. Or semester 1 and 2 are the foundation years. Semester 3 onwards, they are with us. And till semester 8, they are with us. So we start the technology part and software part from fourth semester onward. And the interesting part with Pearl Academy is that we have come up with a group of 35 tutors which are regularly upskilling themselves. And we are getting trained in artificial intelligence, and we have started running modules with foundation, PG and foundation use. So PG is 2 years course, so their first 6 months is kind of foundation. With their regular teaching is going there, but in UG, they are hardcore doing foundation, and we have introduced a technological aspect of artificial intelligence and virtual reality in their foundation year.
Yeah, that I can vouch for. And I think some of the best use of the technology that we have collectively put in the hands of the students, I've seen some of the best works come out of Pearl Academy. So my honest sort of compliments in terms of what done there and the effort you put into making that happen. But it's going to be about 10 years as an educator for you now, 2014 to 2024. Right? Yes, 10 years you're completing the IGATE as an educationist. And last 10 years in itself has been a huge shift in terms of how the technology has done a couple of 180 degrees and really evolved and become more elaborate in our day-to-day way of educating ourselves, right? Not just architecture, just world over, everywhere, immersive and, augmented, and there's so many other things that have come about. What have been some of the best tech-based interventions that you have been able to witness personally? That, so there will be the rendering softwares, there will be the VR software, there will be the AR software, there will be AI software. So what are some of the things that you have seen and said, wow, my students must have this and they should have it for a long time?
So the first thing which was very fascinating for me was, I would also take the name of learning management systems software.
Yes, absolutely.
Which we introduced when Pearl Academy was part of a certain management system. So we were having Blackboard. It is one of the world's leading LMS, and in fact, we were using that LMS system since 2015. So when the pandemic came, you were ready. We were ready in 3 days. We went online in 3 days. Everybody else, every other educational institute was struggling. We went online in 3 days, just 3 days, and completely online in 3 days. And second, I witnessed my first introduction to Trezi happened in 2019. And it was an event, it was an award show happening in Aereo City in some hotel. I don't remember the name of the hotel. And it was my first introduction to Trezi. And I started liking it. But the Trezi then and the Trezi now has evolved
A couple of times.
Yes. So it was truly a fascinating piece of technology which I first time experienced, and that day only I thought that it should come to us. And we many of us liked it to come to us, but I tried it really hard, and finally
I'm aware totally.
We achieved it. So the second thing is Trezi. It was first for me. It was a purely virtual reality software. Now the part is current versions and of Trezi are giving more to it.
Yeah.
It is not just VR. It has become very big,
and we got a lot of feedback from you as we operate many other roadmaps.
In fact, we even tried to use Trezi with fashion.
Yeah.
And we demonstrated in one of our portfolio show, which is our final one.
And I have to love your paper to come and see it. Yeah.
Yes. So we try to do new things with available technologies. Third thing is augmented reality. So I bought my iPad Pro in 2016, and one of my colleagues, now he's in Adobe, he's one of my good friends, and he's very tech savvy person, and I keep on getting advice from him. So he told me about one software, augmented reality software, and I was very fascinated with it. I was scanning my camera in a real world environment, and I can place my objects in that space and kind of generate a layout of it. So it was very fascinating. These are some of the texts in my journey in academics which impressed me a lot, and I tried to bring it to my students. In our curriculum, our internships used to happen in 4th year, 1st semester.
7 cents, the same, yeah, exactly.
So वो जो internship था, it was an eye opener for me, and it gave me my love towards architecture, my love towards design. क्योंकि उस internship ने मुझे बहुत कुछ सिखाया.
You probably went to a project site for the first time.
Yes, project site for the first time, और अपने बॉस से डांट खाने का, मतलब और भी कुछ सुनने को वो शब्द नहीं यूज कर सकता, और डांट खाने का
वैसे की इमिटेशन एक लेवल की थी, बॉस की इमिटेशन एकदम ही अलग लेवल की और सीनियर हो.
तो वो चीज़ों ने आंखें खोली, लेकिन सिखाया भी. मैं आपको बताऊं, इंटर्नशिप से पहले तक प्लान में अच्छे बनाता था, लेकिन जब बारी आती थी एलिवेशंस करने की वो पता नहीं, वो नहीं बनते थे. लेकिन इंटर्नशिप में सीखा हाउ टू थिंक इन द थर्ड डायमेंशन एक्चुअली. सो फिर उसके बाद से मोहब्बत जागी, तो फिर अभी तक जागी.
No, it's very interesting because as you're speaking, because when I speak to the students of architecture today, they do not relate to what we would have done, me and my batchmates and people during that time. What you're saying today is probably that you know, that long tail of the profession where humiliation still existed, but only for your betterment. Technology was not all encompassing; it was still kind of making its presence felt. And that is what kind of created that passion for architecture that you spoke about. And it's very evident in your entire demeanor and all that is spoken of. But we'll kind of take this towards the conclusion of today's session. And because this is a technology session, and bringing and straight from the heart of the system of education and the architectural education or design education in the country. As an educationist, if I was to give you a crystal ball right now and make you make a prediction that next 5 years, these are the top 5 technologies that are going to just change the face of the profession. What are those 5 things that you would really kind of put money on today? ये तो 5 चीजें बिल्कुल चेंज करने वाली हैं जैसे हमारे प्रोफेशन का.
सबसे पहली चीज आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. बिल्कुल. सेकेंड थिंग वर्चुअल रियलिटी. ओवरलैपिंग ऑफ artificial intelligence with virtual reality in realm of BIM.
Absolutely. And that's what we've been talking, that sort of visualization एक चीज है. This has to become more predictive. Yeah, right. But what about learning system? We were talking about learning system. Is that learning, is system of education going to change? Will it see more AR and VR in imparting knowledge?
It should. Because as far as Pearl Academy, we have formulated a group called Createx. Yes, it is like a pilot project, and we are doing it. We have started from this semester only. We started imparting information of artificial intelligence. We have formulated our courses like Techathon 1.0, Techathon 2.0. So Pearl Academy is on roll for that, and I hopefully we would be doing great in coming years.
Superb. Thanks, Kislaya. So we come to the end of episode 3, and how fascinating was that? You know, education is something that has been close to our hearts at Trezi, because we have always known the fact that yes, taking a new technology and emerging technology into the profession is going to be challenging. But one of the biggest champions that we could ever create would be the students of design and architecture. And we've been seeing that. And with such great sort of support that we've got from institutes like Pearl Academy and from educationists like Kislaya and Arun sir also, who was a big champion in terms of what we are doing with Pearl Academy today. It's just, like I said, a very, very fascinating association with folks part of this particular segment of the profession. So thank you again. Your responses are amazing, guys. Whatever we keep hearing is what helps us formulate the next episode. So keep writing in whichever platform you're looking at this podcast on, whether it is Instagram or LinkedIn or maybe Facebook. Just keep rolling, writing down your suggestions. Tell us what more would you want to see, and we'll try our best to bring that topic for discussion next time round. So until next time, keep going strong, keep getting hit with GD. See you next time. Thank you.